Couple of the basic benefits of using plain language. It increases readability. Let's face it, if we're scrolling on our phone and we see a big long paragraph that uses a bunch of technical language, chances are, unless we're super interested in that topic, we're going to scroll on by. But if you break it up, if you make it simple, shorter sentences, make it accessible, you're increasing readability, you're building trust, and you're expanding your audience from just your colleagues to the people that actually want to buy from you, not just the people that are selling the exact same stuff you are. One way I've always put it is if my toddler, affectionately known as toddlers, wouldn't understand just the basic gist of what I'm saying, the audience that's scrolling TikTok or Instagram at 11 o'clock at night isn't going to care either. So that's kind of the filter that I run it through in my head. No, we don't have to necessarily dumb it down quite that much, but what we are doing is just paring back some of that complex language a little bit. We're not treating our audience like they're children or like they're stupid, but what we're doing is making sure that the stuff we're putting out there is easy for them to consume, because if it's not easy to consume, they'll find something else that is. And that's one of the things I've said down here. If you overcomplicate stuff, you're asking your audience to use brain power that they probably don't want to engage with at that time. As I said earlier, they're not in a lecture. They're not reading a white paper. They're scrolling social media on their phone. Very, very different amount of brain power needed there. And unless they're going right down the rabbit hole of something, and if they are, let's face it, they're probably on your website or going into blogs or Reddit or something like that, as opposed to your more mainstream social media sites. If they're just scrolling, if I'm just scrolling, I don't want to be using my brain too much. I'm scrolling because I don't have a lot of brain power left. So to a degree, we need to cater to that. Even on LinkedIn, we're scrolling it on our phones most of the time. So if you're overcomplicating stuff, if you're coming at people with a big bunch of text like this, not only that, at the moment, if you come at people with a big bunch of text, it just looks like AI wrote it. Couple of examples, and these are ones from my mortgage broking days or financial planning clients. You can see how, yep, that top line there makes me sound really smart. Is everybody in my audience going to fully understand that, or are they just going to go, that's a really smart person, don't know what she does, don't know how she's going to help me, don't know why I should care? Whereas the bottom line simplified it a little bit. There's a couple of words in there that aren't necessarily toddler level, but it's simplified it. We understand what it means straight away, and the audience knows how you're going to help and what you do. You know, unleash the potential of a boundless financial horizon with our premium investment strategies. Sounds ace. Grow your money with our top investment strategies? So much simpler. And I probably didn't lose you halfway through the sentence. Whereas with the top one, no matter how much oomph I put behind it and how amazing it sounded, I probably lost you halfway through it. So it's about keeping it simple. It's about meeting your audience where they are at the time. If you're writing a white paper, sure, use the top stuff, because people are in that mode. That's what they want to learn. That's what they want to read. But if you're trying to capture people's attention on social, you're not going to do it with the big fancy words and the big long sentences. I actually really like this quote. It actually did come from one of the, it was a paper that I was reading. Oh, it's there. It was a paper that I was reading when I was doing some uni stuff in UX. And most people like marketing strategies that are simple and to the point, not full of jargon and hard to understand. Remember, someone who feels intimidated by your wording is probably not going to ask questions or investigate further. So no, you don't want to treat your audience like children, but at the same time, you don't actually want to intimidate them. If someone feels intimidated, they're not going to pay you money because they're probably scared to ask the questions because they're scared of looking stupid. And that's not what you want when you're trying to get someone's money out of them, which is, let's face it, why we're all on social media in the end, right? We're all here for sales.